Hi guys, and welcome to Darkest Star Entertainment. I am your host, Duke Doom. Now, I was going to do a little role play for you today, but for the whole week and the whole weekend and a bit into last week, I've had a horrible toothache. And I'm pretty fascinated that I even managed to do the role play I did the other day, because it hurts like hell. Now I'm on painkillers, so it's bearable, and I can't afford to go to the dentist, so I hope it just dies and stops hurting. But so instead of a role play today, I'm going to give you 5 awesome movies for Halloween, because this is a Halloween video after all. So I have chosen 5 videos, and also I have a little Christmas goblin here. Christmas goblin, Halloween goblin I mean. So if you hear anyone meowing during the video, it's him. Anyway, so yeah, 5 videos or movies for Halloween, which I recommend dearly. Now the first one is The House of Exorcism by Mario Bava with Elke Sommers and Telly Savalas. Now, if you know me, I'm not that fond of new movies, so these are all old movies. And I have them on VHS tape. This is a Dutch release from Video for Pleasure. But I'm certain that most of you can find these on some streaming service. Anyway, this movie is about a young woman played by Elke Sommers who visits, I think it is Spain. And she founds an idol or a picture picturing Satan, and he looks exactly like Telly Savalas. And soon she becomes possessed. And yeah, it's a kind of a exorcist movie, and I promise you it's much better than The Exorcist Believer. Anyway, it's a little bit of a story about this movie. It was originally released as Liza and the Devil, but since The Exorcist became such a huge hit, they decided to like splint in scenes of exorcism in it. Now, if you don't know that, because otherwise it's just a pretty gothic horror movie, but after the newly filmed, they were filmed in the late 70s, exorcist scenes that's in it, you don't really realize that it's a regular, more or less a haunted house movie in its original form. But as it is of now, The House of Exorcism is a good exorcist rip-off, so to speak, and it has some tense scenes and some fun acting, especially from Telly Savalas, who is usually known as Kojak. So I recommend this highly. And yeah, this version is from 1979, The House of Exorcism. The original Liza and the Devil, I think, was from 72. I'm not too sure, but yeah, first tip, House of Exorcism. And now we have a more light-hearted movie. This is My Mom's Werewolf, and it stars John Saxon, Ruth Butchie, Marsha Wallace, and Susan Blakely. And this is a kind of a, you know, not too serious Halloween feeling feel-good movie about, well, what can I say? It's about a bored housewife who meets a guy in a pet store who happens to be a werewolf, and soon she starts to transform, and her daughter must team up with kind of like a gypsy woman who knows everything about werewolf and a horror obsessed friend to stop the transformation and to stop the killings that's going on in the town. Now this one isn't particularly like a masterpiece or anything like that. It's more of a feel-good, laugh out loud movie. It has some silly scenes and yeah, anyway, it's called My Mom's Werewolf. And this is a VHS print from, I think, Jaguar Films, Swedish ex-rental. But I really recommend this one if you don't want any gore or, you know, stuff like that. Just an old-fashioned monster movie, and it's from 1989. So yeah, My Mom's a Werewolf. The next one is actually going to be a DVD I have. It's Ghost Story. I've talked a lot about this movie during the years. It's directed by John Irwin. It stars Melvyn Douglas, Fred Astaire, Alice Krige, the Borg Queen from Star Trek, Craig Wasson, and Douglas Fairbanks Jr., John Houseman, Patricia O'Neill. And it's about a club of older gentlemen called the Chowder Society who has a horrible secret. Something happened to them when they were young, and this horrible secret has come back to haunt them. And this one is really cozy. It's set in New England winter time, and it has an amazing score by I think his name is, I have to look, Philippe Sardé, yeah. And it also have some really awesome special effects from Dick Smith, who made The Exorcist, the effects in Exorcist. And I think this isn't too hard to find streaming, or if you find a DVD copy or VHS or Blu-ray. But it's a horribly exciting, tension-filled movie with a lot of sweet set pieces that looks like gorgeous. There's matte paintings by I don't remember his name, but yeah, I can't recommend this warmly enough. If you haven't seen it, Ghost Story, 1981. The next one is one of my favorite all-time Italian horror movies, and it's Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead, known in the States as Gates of Hell. And this one is about a town called Dunwich where the minister commits suicide, and thereby opening the gates of hell, and it's up to a reporter, a medium, and some other people to stop this priest before All Saints Day, before the gates of hell will open wide and the dead will walk the earth. Now, a little warning about this one: it's extremely gory. You see someone puke up their innards, a guy get a drill through his head. It's a lot of shit going on in this movie. So if you're sensitive, don't watch this one. But if you're not, it has kind of an atmosphere that's unrivaled. It has a creepy, eerie feeling of dread. And this one is a UK release on... No, it's a Dutch release, VHS, but this one is everywhere. So City of the Living Dead, Gates of Hell, stars Christopher George, Katrina McCall, and Jeanette Ågren, which is a Swedish actress actually. And yeah, if you like Fulci's, like City of House by the Cemetery, The Beyond, zombie movies like that, then this one is a go. This one is a real nice one, you know. So So City of the Living Dead. And my final tip will be a little bit of an outsider actually. Something I hadn't watched before. This is Blackout. And it centers around an apartment building during a blackout when I think it is 6 psychopaths escape and kind of enters the apartment or the high-rise, the apartment block, and starts to terrorize the ones living, the tenants in the apartments. And yeah, I hadn't seen this one before, and it stars Jim Mitchum, Robert Carradine, Belinda J. Montgomery, and Ray Milland as Stafford. And it's directed by, let me see here, Eddie Mattelon, which I've never heard about before. And this is a Swedish VHS print from Pallas Film. I think the movie is from 1978. But if you like action, horror, suspense all in one package, I recommend Blackout. I don't know if it's easy to find, I don't think so, but if you manage to find it, this one is a must see, especially if you like home invasion movies like The Purge and The Strangers and things like that. Blackout. Well, that was my 5 movies to watch for Halloween. I hope you enjoyed this video. As soon as my tooth gets better, I'm going to make some more role-playing videos and stuff like that. But as of now, it's starting to ache again. I just took a couple of pills an hour or 2 ago, and it's starting to like pulse. It feels like someone is stabbing me with a knife. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Halloween wherever you are in the world. Trick or treat, everyone. And I will see you and you and you and you and you in the next video. Happy Halloween.